Sisters of Charity of Saint Bartolomeo Capitiano and Vincenza Gerosa is an international religious congregation which was founded in 1832 at Lovere, northern Italy. Bartolomeo Capitiano, a young teacher in the parish of St. George Lovere, cared for the sick, the poor, and the young girls in moral danger. Her first and only companion at this juncture was Catherine Gerosa, a wealthy lady 26 years older than her, but totally dedicated to the service of the poor and suffering people of the place. They together discerned and started this holy house of God. The first Superior General, Mother Teresa Bosio, sped the first batch of 4 pioneer stalwarts, though humble yet brave sisters. It was in 1933 the first 3 pioneer sisters set foot in the government hospital at Dibrugarh, Assam, on request of the government of Assam.
Since its establishment in 1993, the province of the Northeast India of the Sisters of Charity, Sccg, has grown into what it is today: 23 communities spread across 6 northeast states under 8 dioceses.
St. Joseph's Convent at Dibrugarh, known also as Vijay Hospital or Mercy Home, has its root linked to the Dibrugarh Hospital community. Opened far back in 1933. They rendered competent and commendable health services in AMCH for long 75 years. In 1970, these sisters opened a centre of their own at Boiragimoth. Hence, St. Joseph's Convent community came into existence from a small mustard seed. It is now growing into a big tree, expanding with remarkable changes. Today, it is functioning as a full-fledged hospital with laboratory facilities, OPDs, physiotherapy units, psychiatric department and pharmacy facility, and an institute with diploma in nursing education for the marginalized section of the region. Besides training for trainees for marriage courses, preparation courses before marriage for healthy and happy families, and sex education are done in collaboration with the diocesan projects. Mercy Home Convent in Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya, was opened in 1973. Sisters are fully involved in the works of mercy through charitable services to the Khasi tribes. The sisters take care of the aged sick and the abandoned ones of the society in old age home, render educational services to the young girls through a higher secondary school, a hostel for the girls, cooperate in the education of young aspirants for religious life, conduct free education for the less privileged children through evening school. At the invitation of the Bishop of Dibrugarh in 1976, Christa Seva Ashram was opened at Margherita in the Diocese of Dibrugarh. The sisters are entrusted with the Ministry of Education in the parish high school, moral education of girls in the boarding house, family building and homekeeping. The Sisters of Charity arrived in Nagaland at Holy Redeemer Health Center in 1980. The main objective of this mission is to meet the health needs of the people and for faith formation. The Epiphany Convent is located at Mowbray in the Archdiocese of Shillong, Meghalaya State. It was opened in 1981 in answer to the Archbishop's invitation. The Sisters of Charity ventured into this land, a rich soil for evangelization and human promotion, replete with illiteracy. The sisters have joined efforts with the parish administration in education through the higher secondary school, health services through dispensary, character formation and moral education of young girls in the hostel. Sisters visit and instruct people in villages, conduct regular programs and camps. Nirmala Convent at Tinsukia in the Diocese of Dibrugarh was started in 1981.
The community carries out the educational ministry through a high school.
The Jyoti Nivas Center of Nilmoni started on 3rd September 1989, and the Grihini School for the Adult Education was opened in 1990. Sisters are engaged in direct evangelization, faith formation, and preparation for sacraments and marriage preparation. Saint Jerosa Convent at Kanmun is located in the state of Mizoram, in the Diocese of Aizawl. It was established on 18th May 1992. Saint Capitanio Convent in Namdong is located in Jaintia Hills, in the Diocese of Jawai in Meghalaya State. The center was opened in 1992. The objective of this mission center is to impart education through the sisters' services in the parish high school, direct evangelization and healthcare, moral education and gospel values to the young girls in the boarding house.
In 1996, Rajiv Gandhi Manav Seva Award was publicly conferred to Sister Ansia for the outstanding medical services among the rural people, for bringing down the incidence of malarial death, sharing of charism with laity, and formation of spiritual fraternity.
The Sisters of Charity opened the convent in 1994 and established immediate contacts with local families.
The sisters are involved in the education of children in the parish high school. They give much priority to moral education through the boarding for girls.
The province of Northeast India was canonically established on 4th December 1993. So the provincialate community of Manglalaya was erected on 2nd December 1994. It is administrative center of life and activities of the province. The provincialate is truly a solace and shelter for the sisters.
The sisters, by living together as a community, bear witness to unity of living together for a cause.
Since the erection of Northeast India province, it was a keenly felt need of having a formation house of its own. With this mission at Chabua in the district and diocese of Dibrugarh. On 9th October 1997, Maria Bhavan was inaugurated as the formation house for the province. The Superior General Mother Constantina Kursbaumer graced the occasion.
The Maria Bhavan House stands as a constant invitation to the young to meditate on the great mystery of life and call, in the prime of life, and offer it to the Lord for His cause as Sisters of Charity.
Saint Capitanio Convent at Dolubari in the state of Tripura was started in 1997. It is in the Diocese of Agartala. The Sisters of Charity were working in collaboration with the Integrated Human Development along with Holy Cross Fathers. Maria Bambina Convent, situated in the parish of Manikbond in the Diocese of Aizawl in the southern part of Karimganj district of Assam state. The sisters arrived here in 1994, being aware that called to serve the Lord, spared no pains, brave all hardships of language, of travel, of food habits, of customs, and scarcity of essentials in order to offer service to their needy brothers and sisters.
Take care of the children in the boarding house and tour village for evangelizing work.
The old dissolves to give rise to the new is an old age maxim that is realized in the opening of Sacred Heart Convent at Silchar. It started as an offshoot of the now defunct Anand Niloy community, which served in Silchar Medical College Hospital from 1972 to 2011 and painfully wound up its health services.
The sisters are engaged in offering quality education and in calculating moral values to the young generation through a high secondary school. The marginalized groups are given free coaching through the evening school.
St. Joseph's Convent is situated at Chimukidima in St. Joseph's Parish. It was opened in 2001. It offers educational services in the parish higher secondary school and through a hostel for girls hailing from far-off villages. Surrounded by 400 Catholic families spread in clusters of various tribes and other settlers, the sisters animate women group. Infant Mary Convent at Morrigaon town in Assam state in the Archdiocese of Guwahati was started in 2003. The community is functioning here like a pinch of yeast and make their presence felt through education in collaboration with the parish educational and pastoral activities such as visiting families irrespective of tribe or language or culture. Bendramai, St. Jerosa Mission Center in the Archdiocese of Imphal, state of Manipur, is located in the northeastern Himalayan foothills. At the invitation of the Archbishop, the community was erected in 2004. St. Bartholomew Convent, Lazami, Nagaland. The Sisters of Charity in Lazami, in the Diocese of Kohima, state of Nagaland, ventured in 2004. The purpose of this community is to cooperate with the parish in the education of youth through teaching school, to cater for the sick and suffering, and to collaborate in the pastoral ministry. The Presentation Convent at Senapati was opened in 2006 in Manipur in the Archdiocese of Imphal. The sisters here fully engaged in educational services in the parish higher secondary school, in caring for the young girls through hostel facilities, faith formation, and collaborating in pastoral activities. St. Bartholomew Convent is located in a small town called Durtalang in the Diocese of Aizawl, Mizoram State. In 2007, the Sisters of Charity arrived here. The purpose of their presence in Durtalang is to collaborate with parish educational services, care for local church, pastoral care of families, and a boarding house for young girls. The presence of the sisters at St. Vincenza Convent at St. John's Hospital started on 13th January 2008. It is located in Guwahati city, in the proximity of the Guwahati Medical College. Pope Francis said to the consecrated in 2015, "Wake up the world." As a response to this call, Holy Rosary Convent at Paithal in the Archdiocese of Imphal was inaugurated on 17th October 2017.